no go on that one. It's just a vase. Or is it a vase of death? The old you have to go back again. I see. And then one of the doors are open. Because of course. Because of course it is. Oh, this is a long one. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you're upset and have nothing but sympathy for your wife Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you're upset and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Oh, he started to cut her up, didn't he? Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand that you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. With regards and best wishes to you and your wife, William H. Green, MD. I haven't had to do this much reading in a while. I'm getting stuck a lot more than I usually do. That's a really interesting one. I'm not looking at it directly, but the painting just below my face cam, which it's actually two paintings. It's what looks like an old man, and then it's a young man who's distressed. And the baby butt again probably doesn't do me well.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least
keep staring at these paintings. Are we playing as her in the second game? Don't answer that. I'm just musing. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, we have the key for this room now. Brilliant. Brilliant. Perhaps an important question. How do we save in this game? A lovely landscape. A lot of angel photos. That's locked now. There must have been something in the bookshelf. In the painting? No, don't just zoom in over and over again. How am I missing something in such a small space? Ah, there's another door here. Okay. Oh, the attic! That was not... I thought that was typing I was hearing. It's not. It's fire. This game does an amazing job at making you curious. Nope. No. 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 No, thank you. Goodbye. No dolls. Thank you. Not today. That is not... I think that's the most sane reaction I've ever had to anything. No, thank you. Goodbye. Just as I was saying, this game kind of seems to reward you for being curious. It does not. Warning signs. The following list is a compilation of the most common symptoms of schizophrenia. While typically diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 25, the disorder is known to affect older patients as well. Note that these symptoms are not exclusive to schizophrenia and should by no means be treated as a conclusive evidence of this particular affliction. I think what's going to be very important with this is not going to be accurate descriptions of schizophrenia, mainly because of the time period it was set. During the Victorian and Edwardian periods, there were very, very backwards opinions on schizophrenia. This is actually so far incredibly forward thinking, but there is going to be some sketchy stuff, I imagine, coming up. In order to obtain a proper diagnosis, you contact a qualified specialist, i.e. psychologist, psychiatrist. Blank expression, stares off into space. Yes. Oh wait, who is this for? Is this for me? Involuntary facial movements? Yes. Insomnia? Haven't noticed. Unusual gestures or postures? Always had... Oh, it's a self-diagnosis. I see. Unable to experience joy from activities? Definitely. Depersonalization? What does that even mean? Awkward, clumsy... That's true. If you're going for a self-diagnosis list, and you would never have heard of schizophrenia, surely you would give the patient an example of what depersonalization is. Awkward, clumsy movement might be from the accident. Prone to anger and resentment. More passive-aggressive. Lack of motivation, yes. Suicidal tendencies. Question mark, question mark, question mark, exclamation mark? Yeah, because how do you even answer that? Because the second you say yes, it's an entirely different road. Having gone through mental health care myself. Books! So is this... So am I just having one long schizophrenic episode? Make up your mind. About what? That does bring into question if this is even real. You know? I want to see what's the other way. Yeah. Like I said, just before you got back, I don't think this is going to be the most accurate representation of A, schizophrenia, and B, mental health care in general, because being set in the Edwardian era, it's going to have a lot more backwards view on mental health in general. So I suspect there's going to be some stuff that's a little bit dodgy. Being no expert, well, it's a tough one, because there are definitely things that can make you feel that way without necessarily wanting to go through with it. I say spinning a globe, like, yeah, it's a very serious topic that I'm probably not educated enough to talk on. It's tough because just with mental illness in general, there are a lot of things that do bring stuff on, but there's also a lot of things that are genetic, but at the same time, that level of thing is usually has to be triggered by something. Usually. The mind is a very complicated thing. I don't have all the answers. He's just trying to destroy the floor from underneath my feet now. But yeah, I wonder if this is a schizophrenic episode, or if it's something supernatural, or it's something supernatural happening to a schizophrenic person, which is just terrifying. Like, I've only experienced psychosis once, and it was because I was on this antipsychotic, actually, because I give antipsychotics to people with bipolar from time to time, because they have, you know, other uses. Thank you for the luck, Chubby Chumps. But anyway, one of the side effects that I had was I actually got psychosis from that medication, and it's very weird. Like, I've actually repressed most of what happened during that psychotic episode, but from what I remember, it was fucking weird. Like, really weird. Like, your vision goes off. There's no way to describe it, you know? But I can't imagine having that all the time, because there's nothing more terrifying than not being able to tell reality. Whoa, that was cool, though. That was cool. That was cool. I'm sorry. We just went for a mirror. That was cool. Okay. We inside a painting now? No, we're inside a mirror. Oh, that's fucking weird. But yeah, schizophrenia doesn't sound scary in the sense of like, ooh, people with schizophrenia are scary. No. The idea of like experiencing psychosis that much is fucking terrifying. I would say if you've ever had sleep paralysis, you've come close. Just to put it into context. That's probably the closest thing I can compare it to. I was almost diagnosed with schizophrenia, and then I came off the meds and like, oh yeah, you're not hallucinating. And I was like, yeah. Like, when did you stop hallucinating? Oh, when I stopped taking the meds. And it was like, ah, yes, well, you probably shouldn't be on that medication. And I was like, yeah, no, probably not. I would say it is not a good fit for me. I'm really enjoying this so far. I really love the atmosphere. This is just some pure Shea Gorath shit. Look, there's a painting. I look back, there's a smaller painting. I look back again and it's a hallway. I wonder if the game is analyzing me. Because there are choices to make here, right? I follow where the rat came from. I go to where the rat is going, or I go down the hallway. 3 actions that would presumably be based on my psychological response. Am I curious to see where it came from? Am I curious to see where it's going, or do I want to completely get away from both? Or am I just going to follow the straight path that it led to me? Or it's locked. I was gonna say option number 3. I'm gonna go to where the rat was going. Did not like that. It's starting to get a little angry. It's for sure getting angry. It wasn't Please, puns will descend my mind into insanity. Bell? Oh, thank you. Thank you for opening the door, but that was a tad aggressive. Oh no. Oh no. To question your reality, I don't think anyone can hear that and be like, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, easy peasy. Just know what's real. Duh. I've been very lucky that it was medicinally induced, shall we say. Oh, there's something in here.
Honey, what in the world are you doing? What did the doctor say about straining yourself? Leave that thing alone. It's not going anywhere.
She played violin and piano? Interesting. Interesting. The Muse. Big old fucking creepy gramophone. Don't want to. Do I feel like it would progress the story? Possibly. Okay, guess we're doing it.
Dumpling all around, dumpling all around, dumpling all around. So funny. Dumpling here and there, dumpling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her.
Haven't tried playing it again since, oh god. Prophesis snatches unstable, but prosthesis snatches unstable bars can't afford a new one. Why the damn leg? Okay. Makes me a little bit nervous knowing this is where you got stuck.
Dumpling Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So
That's just the light. I've checked the wardrobe a first time. I'm gonna go back there in a second. Second wardrobe? Yeah. Doesn't appear to be anything. I can also just leave again. There is that. I want to make sure I check everything before I leave. Well, I've clearly got to leave while the creepy gramophone is playing.
stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around.
Child! Knock off this time. The cat is being spooky.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So
Backwards. Oh! There you go! Backwards!
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. I siphoned gas before. I knew how it was done. I stuck the tube in a vein and sucked on it until blood filled my mouth. Then put the tube in the jar and it just kept coming. A taste of copper haunted me the entire night. Why didn't I think of a syringe?
Okay. Whoa. Hi, Weasel. How you doing? How you doing? You've joined us as things are getting particularly weird. Mum is not paying attention to me. I'm gonna make her. Apparently, she's now crawling around the sofa, being a fucking gremlin. I'm doing good. Had a bit of a crap start, which is why we're here so late. We had a power cut earlier, and I had to go feral and cook pasta off of a hexy stove. Does this door even work now? Can we? Right, something has changed that will allow us to progress. Back to figuring out what the fuck to do. Now we're in the other world. Maybe play it again?
stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny, stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she bumped my nose, I fell, and when I rose, I felt ashamed. Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all.
Okay, that's put everything back, but now I have ink. Well, after this bit? Okay, good to know. I'm assuming I just go back now. Like, I've gotten the ink that I needed from the paint world. So now I can just progress. Yeah, now I have ink. I can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night, and there you are, locked in your workshop as usual. This whole tortured artist nonsense has got to stop. Stop being mentally ill! Stop it!
Oh, stop looking at me like that. It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Hmm. Just a little bit of booze? You might be right. I think it might be no. That went on for a long time, didn't it? That went on till like... Gee, I want to say as late as the 60s? Right? Okay. That's changed. That's opened up part of that. Hate even now, lost alone, you deserve it. A grave for you. Finish it. I mean, my therapist thinks I'm possessed in the now. Oh my god, please, if you can, change therapist. That's not good. That's not good at all. I am so sorry to hear that. Fuck. That still happened? Oh. Okay. Alright, it's coming together. Oh. Do you know what? I've seen and heard some weird shit. Is it sad that that wouldn't even surprise me if you were telling the truth?